Hi, welcome to Ranging Country. I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Peter.
And we're here to bring you the AGT Vulcan Mark III.
It's not long ago that you and I were in the shop together and a customer had come in and he wanted a quality gun. And, okay, sir, here you've got... It's evolved, hasn't it? And customers of shooters have got so much choice nowadays. But that's just me having a bit of a ramble, to be honest.
Yeah.
Completely off the subject of the Vulcan 3.
Fair enough.
But it's just what we notice in the shop.
Okay.
So,
well, let's go into features of this one then.
okay, let's get back on track.
Okay, on to features then. So, we'll start up at your end. What have we got?
We've got an adjustable butt.
Yeah.
For vertical adjustment, so you can change the height of the butt in your shoulder, basically.
Cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
We've got, on this particular rifle, we've got the walnut stock. They also do it in a synthetic, as below.
Here's one we made earlier.
We've also got, now, one thing that we're missing, I would say, adjustable cheek piece. There isn't one. Like on a lot of other rifles at this sort of price range of this sort of type and caliber, we don't have an adjustable cheek piece.
No provision, is there, either for one, or no rail to be able to put something on that's... Interesting point, but why is that? Is there a reason?
Do you need it?
It's not the most comfortable of cheek pieces to rest your cheek on.
No. Obviously, we'll get into this in handling. But, yeah. Just a little observation. There's no adjustable cheek piece.
No, interesting.
You've got a Weaver top rail at the top, obviously, so you could have night vision, sort of tactical style. You could have any night vision onto that. It's not adjustable forwards and backwards like on the Daystate Alpha Wolves and the BRK Ghosts, which now that we see every other rifle, it's sort of, you miss it. It's handy to be able to just slide forward if you've got a zero eye relief scope, or if you've got standard scope like this. Just handy to so you can change the position of it.
In reality, though, how much would you change that? How much would you actually use that and slide it forwards or backwards? Would it be a one-off, or would it be a regular?
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be a one-off. It'd be a one-off for each person, right?
Yeah. So you could just set this. What I'm trying to say is that a real benefit to us, to anybody, to be able to adjust the position of that rail?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
You can use whatever scope you want, and you can have it exactly where you want it.
Yeah. I see it from that point. So we've got a 20 MOA, 20-minute angle scope rail, haven't we?
Yeah.
So that's quite a lot. Quite a lot of. Not as much. Was it 150 the MOA on that one? We tested recently.
I don't know. No, it was adjustable from 20 to 150.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
20 is quite standard. So that means that the rail is pointing downwards by 20 MOA, which, Google it, it's a measurement of angle, basically.
You'll explain that on. If somebody wants to bring up and just ask what it is, then Lawrence is quite happy to.
I've just explained it. You Google it. Yeah, minute of angle is a measurement of angle. Google it, because I can't explain it.
It's a tough one, isn't it, basically? Yeah.
So what's that's designed to do? Obviously, the scope's sitting quite high because it's a bullpup, quite high above the barrel. So that sort of angles it down so that you can zero it at sort of airgun distances at closer ranges. That's all that is. So if you see 20 MOA or something MOA on mounts or on a rail, that's all that is.
Yeah. Now, moving forward, we've got the magazine slot here, haven't we? Well, moving backwards, to be honest. Now, that's quite a nice, tidy little slot, isn't it? Quite a large aperture for the magazine to pop into. unless you've got a beard, I think then maybe you.
Oh yeah, it might get all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect me in the slightest because
We're alright because we're bright ginger.
yeah, I'm a bit hairless. So, but anyway, it's got a nice big bushy beard. I might find that it's a bit of beard.
That might
in
be
it.
just for any ball pup though, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah.
We can't comment on that. We don't know.
Anti-beardist. Yeah. Now, going forward a little bit more, as you said, that this is the walnut stock. Nice walnut stock, nice and smooth. And I know there's wood people out there, and there's not wood people out there who, people who just don't care. Somebody who would want a utilitarian ratting gun around the farm. Synthetic, it's nice, isn't it? But I don't know. I'm older. I'm a bit more traditional.
Now, I will comment to that synthetic. It's like a semi-soft touch. It's really quite nice. I really like that synthetic.
Okay.
It's not like a hard, cheap plastic.
Are we talking BSA R10 here?
No, that's standard soft touch.
Okay.
It's like an FX sort of style synthetic.
Dreamline.
Yes, well, same as the DRS as well, and the
Okay.
Wildcats. So
Okay.
I'm just saying FX.
Okay.
It's nice.
It is a
nice
little bit
synthetic.
different, isn't it?
Mm.
Because Brocock do the synthetic and then they do the soft touch, don't they? Which is a bit of, so this is
probably similar to that. Yes, that's
this is maybe a bit of a hybrid between the two.
Yeah.
Grippy, yeah, not slippery not like a hard plastic.
or like a walnut.
Yeah, nice.
I quite like that.
Yeah,
that synthetic.
yeah, I would agree with that.
We've got a gauge on the side. Now, obviously, the rifle is regulated, but we don't have a reg gauge, so it's one thing less to worry about. We've just got a big, we've just got a pressure gauge on the side. Tells you your big pressure, basically.
These are not normal size gauges either, are they? This is actually quite discreet and
Tiny is what you're saying.
yeah. Okay.
Can you see that as the resident old person?
I can see the gauge. Yeah. Do you want me to read anything off it?
Can you see what pressure it is at? Can you see
160.
Yeah. You can see the 100 there and the 200 there.
Yeah. Now we are well lit. If we weren't well lit, I'd be struggling.
We're well lit in the studio, and we're sort of wide awake.
Glasses are clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's discreet. It's not as loud as some of the gauges are on the side of guns.
Yeah, certainly.
It's just for information, isn't it?
Yeah. And you also fill it from a little hole in here. Show them around here.
Which side do you go in?
There we go. So just behind the cylinder there, we can see that hole there, and there's a little dust plug that goes into there.
Okay. Now, one thing I noticed about this is, and it's a bit on the HW100 line, isn't it? You can't put the safety on until it's cocked.
I was wondering where you're going with that, but yes.
Yeah. Now, safety on, can't pull the trigger. Safety off. Is it a bonus? Is it a help?
Now it's cocked. No, now that it's not cocked, it won't go on.
I can see its uses.
If you're out hunting, then you know when you cocked or not.
Yeah.
If it won't go on, then it's not.
Yeah. It's quite a useful thing in that. Yeah.
Clever little thing.
It is, definitely. So, what else have we got?
We've got a Picatinny accessory rail up front, underneath here. So this will take your bipod or your bipod, I guess. Yeah, handy to have. And it extends quite a bit out the front. One thing that we always say with bullpup or with shorter rifles is they can be quite floaty, and you want to try and position your rest, your bipod or your bag as far forward as you can. So this sticking forward already, it just helps with that. Rather than being all the way back here. What were we doing the other day that only had one? Was it the RTI?
It was the RTI.
You only have
central.
one right in the centre.
Yeah. Now, another thing that about these, there's not the amount of accessories readily available, is there, that you would get on, say, the BRK Ghost or the FX impact.
No.
So you're not restricted, but you buy the gun to do a job and not tart it up.
Yeah, it's a bit more straight out of the box sort of thing.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, 3-year warranty on these, which is pretty pretty standard across the manufacturers now.
Considering they're a new-ish Czech company, so they're not sort of mainstream for us, they're starting to become more and more.
We do sell quite a few of these, don't we?
Yeah.
Air Max and AGTs.
They're not like the big four or anything. They're not the main ones. So having a 3-year on it is quite impressive. It shows how confident they are in the brand, how confident they are in each of the rifles.
Now, I know that AGT changed the distributor in the UK last year, was it?
Was it last year? Possibly.
Was it the year before?
One of them.
Time flies when you're getting old. And prior to Edgar Brothers being the distributor, they didn't have the 3-year warranty. That's one thing that Edgar Brothers did add on to it. Brilliant peace of mind. You know, you've got an extra 2 years on top of the standard 1-year warranty. Just no worries.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mess with it.
Yeah. Okay, what else have we got? I think it's just a case of we've got big old shroud on here. Makes it quite quiet, actually, from factory.
Now it does, doesn't it? Now, I've just dry fired it. that is seriously quiet.
Yeah.
Would you need a moderator with it?
I think if you were on the range, you certainly wouldn't. You're not going to upset anyone next to you. But if you're out hunting, then, yeah, never be a bad idea.
No. But talking moderator, that throws up a couple of... bit of a problem, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, not if you buy their own one.
That's a good idea.
Not if you buy their moderator.
Yeah.
Because it's not a standard thread. It is an M14 by 1.25 thread. So it's not our standard Imperial half-inch UNF.
What's a Tikka rifle? I think it's a Tikka rifle M14 by 1.
Couldn't tell you.
From there, yeah. So that's different again. By 1.25.
Different to a centerfire rifle,
Yeah.
But obviously, AGT do their own moderator, and that will go straight on.
Yeah. Probably won't need it, is my point.
Yeah.
Carbon cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the fill pressure of the rifle, Lawrence?
I don't know.
I think they're 300 bar, aren't they?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Now,
What does it say? Max pressure 300 bar. That's
yeah.
at your end, yeah.
Can you read that?
Yeah. That's why I just read it.
Must get myself off to Specsavers.
Yes, so you can fill it up to 300 bar. So you can just plug it in and open your tap. Basically. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a hell of a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of pressure. I know 200 bar, we're not so long back, we were, filling to 200 bar, at arm's length, that's a lot of pressure. But 300 is just another step, isn't it?
Mm. It is a 480cc bottle. Oh, we will just say, so this is the 500mm standard length version, 500mm barrel, sorry. They do it in a 700mm barrel, yay or so, and that comes with a 580cc bottle. This is the 480.
Was that standard sub 12?
Yeah.
Or is that FAC
That's
version?
sub 12, yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned on the shroud, you didn't mention the barrel underneath it, did you? That it isn't choked.
No.
So benefit of not being choked, difference of it not being choked. You can use slugs, can't you?
Yeah.
A lot easier. So most air guns have a choking in the barrel, which is a constriction towards the end, and it improves the accuracy. Quite a science, barrels, and we're not really. We're not here to talk about the science of barrels, are we?
If the gun's accurate, the gun's accurate.
Yeah, it's normally in the last couple of inches of the barrel, so you get people who shorten barrels, say, oh, I've shortened it, it's brilliant, it's a lot shorter now. Okay, you've just taken out the choking of the barrel. What's that? They go. Okay, so unchoked barrel. Still pretty accurate, I feel.
Yeah, obviously we're going to shoot it in a sec. We weren't the ones to zero it. That was down to Sam. But he said it was very good.
The job is done. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that why we've got no pallets left, do you think?
Yeah, that'll be it. Start with a full tin. Accessories. So we get 2 magazines. They are 12 round in 2.2, which is what this is today, and the 15 round in 177. 2 of them in this little box thing. You also get a whole hose, which you don't need for when you buy bottles from us, because the cylinders that we sell come with the hose on already. But I guess it's a nice touch.
The fill probe is already fitted into this whip, isn't it? So if you wanted a quick coupler, if you've got several rifles, as a lot of people do, you're probably going to want to whip that off there, put a quick coupler in it. You can either keep this whip or use if you've got a braided, meter long braided or whatever, you can use that. But it's nice quality, isn't it? That is, it's lightweight, it's nice quality, not the clunky steel of a standard DIN fitting.
No.
Ooh.
We've also got a lovely little pen. It's got a vernier on it, but I mean, I don't know how accurate that's going to be. But pen's nice.
You could always play with your vernier, can't you?
Second mag. And get a little key ring. Nice little AGT symbol key ring. Try and show that to the top camera. Yeah. Nice little box.
Sorry, I'm just playing with the vernier now.
Fair enough. Okay, let's
Put the vernier back.
Into handling, I reckon.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, so handling wise then. Weight, let's go for the numbers. So as it is here, scoped, it's 4.2 kilos. I think it said 3.6 on their website. So it's not a light rifle.
No. But we find this with bullpups, don't we? We often find that they're a little bit on the weighty side. But once it's in your shoulder, a lot of that weight just disappears.
Yeah, because it's well balanced.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of mechanics in here sort of thing. So that's all going to add weight. You've got to get your air from here all the way down to here at the end of the day. So yes, it's all going to add weight. But it feels stable. Obviously, I had a little bit of a go with it before we started. I found it a little bit floaty for me, as I do with basically all bullpups.
I'd mirror that, yeah. I do. I'm not the biggest fan of bullpups, to be honest. I do find that they are, as you say, floaty, quite hard to keep steady. I have to support quite far forward. But decent shooters probably wouldn't have a job with it, would they?
In terms of length, it's about 780 mil long, so it's 3/4 of a metre. It's not long, but it's not short. Seems a bit wishy-washy.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Not long, but not short.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the middle, basically.
It's one of the two.
Yeah, it's quite compact, I think, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter than sort of a standard rifle would be. I think the last ones we did, Rex Max Pretensis, was about a metre. So standard rifle length would be about a metre, and this is a good amount shorter than that.
Yeah. One thing that strikes me on this rifle is quality of engineering.
Yeah.
Quality of finish, quality of engineering. And it just exudes quality, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's everything is nicely finished, nicely machined.
When you cock it, you get a nice click.
Yeah.
Even though it is bullpup and there's mechanics and stuff between here and the sears of the trigger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's. I think they've done a very good job with these.
It's not a cheap rifle. It's upwards of 1,500 quid at the minute.
Okay.
But
is it worth it?
Well, we'll get to that in the conclusion, won't we? Once we've shot it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, quality of manufacture, I think, is certainly second to none, and feel of Yeah. You can see where the money is, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everything in handling? Can we get to go with it? Can we get a go with it now?
No, do I have to shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the one sat there.
Let's give it a go.
Let's jump and shoot him. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's see what this Vulcan will do.
Let's try him. Now, I didn't actually zero this rifle.
There we go. Excuses are coming before you've even picked it up.
Yeah, I never thought of that. But it's the truth. So I didn't zero this rifle because I've just come back from my South delivery run, delivering to some of our fantastic customers and meeting some brilliant people. I'll tell you, I've got some anecdotes to tell you. Anyway, Samuel has zeroed this rifle, didn't he, on the range the other day on range day. So he's had a good shoot of it. He's rather jammy, isn't he? Having that take on us. I know you were in the shop, so
He gets to play with all these nice rifles.
he does. Now we will get Sam on video before too long because he's quite a character, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know that anybody who's spoken to him on the phone is great on the phone, but you're missing out because you cannot see his facial expressions that we can. So we will get Sam on the video before too long. So if this gun goes all over, then it's Sam's fault.
There we go. That's what it was leading to. It's going to be an excuse for us. Next thing, you're going to be starting an excuse in the intro.
That's a good idea. I'm going to have to get a book out, a book of excuses. The Range and Country Book of Crap Shooting Excuses. Be a good little stocking filler at Christmas, that one.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Killing off that.
Yeah. Sam didn't zero this very well, did he?
It's not bad.
No. Now I'm finding with this black dot on this element scope, the black dot is focusing on the hole. I'm losing the dot
Yeah.
in the blackness of the hole.
Yeah, that's my only problem. So this is the element helix. Sort of elements.
There's another
Actually.
excuse.
So there you go.
Black dot lost in the hole.
Yeah.
That's why, look. I lost the black dot.
I will just say, today we're shooting JSB Exact Jumbos. Obviously, these are 15.9 grain pellets, and we're shooting at 25 metres indoor.
Thanks. That just makes my shooting sound a little bit worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
25 metres indoor. Oh, that's all right. It's a dead rat, isn't it? Every shot. I don't know how many pellets are loaded in this, to be honest. That many.
That many.
Okay, so what do we make of that?
It's quite a vertical group.
I'm a poor shooter.
Also that, yeah.
2-2. It's quite windy out there today.
Brilliant.
No, it doesn't work, does it? 2-2 is better in the wind. Okay. Just me. It's a short gun. It's a bullpup. It's a short gun. steadiness issues, high magnification. But that's how I shot it, basically. So
the rifle will do it. The rifle will clearly do it because the group is all vertical. It's just you.
harsh but fair, I suppose. One thing I noticed when I was playing about with this rifle, there's a cutout on the top of the magazine.
Right, yeah.
And you go, yeah, that's the way it goes in. But then there's a cutout on the opposite side on the bottom of it as well in the opposing.
Do you know what that's for?
Go on.
Mag holder?
I thought it's just to confuse me. So when I'm like feeling it for it in the dark, I go, right, there's a slot at the top. Oh, there's a slot at the bottom.
Would have been very clever, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like on the Vixens, you get a magazine holder that sort of comes down like a little grip. Right.
Yeah. But if I'm on a permission, if I'm on a ratting permission, and I've just had a
late at night
dead man's click, like almost like I got there, and I reach for another magazine, and I don't want to put a light on, and I go, right, that's the way it goes up. And I'm fiddling about, can't get it in. You can put your finger onto the back there and feel the slot, can't you? But I don't know, it's just that with that top of your index finger, you could just. But if it serves a purpose with a mag holder, then I guess that's fair enough.
Equally, they could have just had it so it only goes in from one way into the mag holder, which would have solved that problem. But
it wouldn't be right though, because I'm just a moaning old git, aren't I? And I need something to moan about. But right,
let's jump into the conclusion.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, so to conclude then, I quite like it. It is sort of just another high capacity, accurate, high quality, quite high end bullpup rifle. You've got the likes of Air Max nowadays, you've got the RTI that we did the other day, and we've got the Day States and the FX and that sort of thing. There's quite a lot of these about. There's a lot of choice, like you said at the start. I think this comes up very, very well in those. It's balanced really well. I really like the synthetic. Personally, I'd go for the synthetic, but the walnut is...
for the older people.
The walnut's for the walnut people. One thing I don't think we mentioned is the cocking arm can be moved from the...
right side to the wrong side.
The wrong side to the right side. Yeah. Regular viewers will know the sort of long-lasting debate of cocking lever on the left or cocking lever on the right. I would have it on the right, which you can flip over. That's no problem at all. So, yeah, I think like you said earlier as well, they've thought of everything. AGT have thought of all the little bits and pieces that you'd want. The longer rail, the safety catch, not so much the little dimple in the magazine, that would have been, but I'm sure there'd be a reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I quite like it.
I quite like it. Not that I'm the biggest bullpup fan in the world, but I do like it. I like the quality. I like the feel of it. I like what they've done with it. Yeah. But as I said before, there is such a lot of choice. And the only way that you're going to really know if it's for you is to get your hands on one. If you've got a friend that's got one or down the range, you can have a go with that. Certainly wouldn't regret the decision though, would you?
No, absolutely
buying an AGT. No,
absolutely not. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Perfect.
Would you have one?
Yeah, I'd have one. Yeah.
I know you're a bullpup person though, aren't you? You've got a Delta Wolf.
Yeah, I've got Delta Wolf at home.
Yeah. Now, one thing, you said high capacity, and we didn't mention shot count, did we?
No, it's because we don't know it.
Several manufacturers don't quote the shot count, do they?
No.
And I think it's because they're European. A lot of the rifles are not sub 12, so they're for different markets. So you've got the German market is a bit lower, I think, in power, isn't it?
I think it was unlimited.
No,
I can't remember.
No, German is a bit lower. A lot of countries are different. A lot of countries differ. So without us shooting it down from 300 bar down to 100 bar, which would take probably 3/4 of a day.
Would take quite a few. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shots. Let's just say that.
A lot of pellets. Yeah. We don't know, to be honest. Many, I think, is probably the shot count. Many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we haven't said that.
Yes.
Also, power-wise, I know we get asked this a lot. It's doing 11.6. I don't really think that matters too much. It's going to be over 11. It's going to be less than 12.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think that concludes it.
That sums it up, I think, doesn't it? Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.